Hello, everybody. How are you today? I see that I have Evelyn and Danny in the chat box, and it says I have 4 watching. Actually, I only have 2 watching, so hopefully more come soon. Hi, you guys. How are you? How are your classes today? Evelyn says she's listening while writing feedback, and she is going to make a DIY teacher name sign video later for Amanda, Casey, another Amanda, and Morgan. I still love the one that she made me. I have it. Before she made one for me, I just had a sign I printed with my name, but this one is so much better. So now she's making them for some of the newer friends that have joined us since. And hello, Sarah. How are all of your classes today? I had 7 classes. So you guys, GoGoKid has not come out with their weekly report yet, and I literally hit refresh right before I came live. So I don't know why they're late. Both companies are getting later and later with when they put out the report. So that's kind of messing with my live streams. Yes, we do love our signs. Danny had 4 GoGoKid and 1 short notice level 6 at VIPKID. Okay. I had 7 today. My kids are off school because it's Super Tuesday. If you don't know what Super Tuesday is, that is many states around the country are having their primaries today. So of course they need the schools and stuff for voting. Oh, yes. Thank you, Candy. Hi, Candy. There are new certifications, if anybody doesn't know, at VIPKID. There is supplementary classes. There's knowledge, a new grammar, and voice of VIPKID. I clicked on them. I don't have time to certify right now. I'm not doing voice. I don't like voice. I don't want to do voice. I'm a certification hoarder, but that's the only one I won't do. And is anyone getting, I'm also working on level 1 and level 8. I've been very busy lately, so I just hit apply, but I haven't had time to actually certify. I started watching the videos yesterday. But Candy's not doing voice either. Do you not like singing? I pretty much don't sing, even in 1 and 2. So like I usually do, let me start with the weekly report. Like I said, I only have VIPKIDs. GoGoKid hasn't done theirs yet. All right, so the first thing is March is China's back to school month. They are all getting back off holiday, and it's kind of like a second back to school time here. And they have a lot of new students. That's why VIPKID's doing the trial challenge. So they're doing a perfect streak challenge. So basically each week, all the 4 weeks in March, you have to get perfect attendance. That means basically show up to all your classes, and the finish type should be nothing that is your fault, right? Not you didn't show up, not a teacher IT. So anything, as long as you show up to all your classes and come, you get a perfect availability streak. I'm going to go for this. And it doesn't say you have to open a certain number of slots. So I'm taking time off, but whatever slots you open, as long as you show up. If those of us that show up to our classes anyways, this sounds pretty easy. There's a new level 1, like I was just talking about, who is trying to certify for the new level 1. So this is what they say about it. Chock full of new topics, new features, and age-appropriate content. I really like that. For the longest time, like level 1 is not age-appropriate. Like we're teaching them carousel and haka, basically words they're never going to use if they come over here. Maybe they'll use carousel if they went to an amusement park, but still, it's more common type words. So I'm actually really excited about it. I think it's more practical. Okay, so bring your A game to the trial cup. Who signed up for this in the month of March? You could pick a team and, try to get as many trials as you can. I picked the team that had 1 trial. I don't get that many trial bookings, but I'm fine with that. I'm very fine with that. Yeah, I don't really like trials, so I keep the certification because I don't get that many anyway. It doesn't hurt my regular bookings. If you missed the TurboTax 6 Apple webinar, we've got you covered. They're having another one. So you can head there and try to figure. Sarah said, I did level 1. I had to teach carriage today. Yeah, I had to teach carousel. Trending topics. Fixed issue loading classroom slides on 219. I had my first 2 classes had issues on that day too. Clarification about uploading videos to Spotlight Wuhan. A reminder about daylight savings. Daylight savings is this weekend, actually. Yes. So Sunday, you have to get up an hour earlier if you keep the same time. You could just be like me and I make it an hour later, then it's really the same time. I ease myself into it. Danny joined the Trial Cup and got 1 to sign up in February. I hope I can get 2 more. Okay, good. How many is your goal? Or how many are your goal? Okay, so again, if anybody's new, if you are talking to me, please write in all caps in the chat. If you are talking to somebody else in the chat, if you're talking to each other, don't write in all caps. That way I can see really easily when you're talking to me. Okay, and hello, Cindy. Hello, Amanda. Did I miss anyone? And Amanda got 3 in February, signed up for 3 in March. Wow, you guys are on your way already. Like I said, I don't teach that many. Okay, so again, GoGoKid doesn't have their weekly report. I have it open in another window. I'm going to refresh one more time and see if they have the report yet. And no, they don't. I will try until I end this video. So anyways, I don't have a huge topic today. I'll just talk to you guys about a few things. Oh, yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I'm going to put a link here in the chat box. But Casey, Danny, and I did a collab on level 4 on Casey's channel. I'll probably eventually put it on my channel too. Here is a link to it if you want to see it. I was telling everybody yesterday, if you didn't see it, that I teach, most of my regulars are in 3 and 4. So today, out of 7 classes, 3 of them, so about half, were level 4, and the rest were all over the map. The rest were like not even, none of them repeated. So 3 level 4s, a level 3 that's about to go to 4. So it's definitely one of my, you know, certifications and the one I've had for over a year. Cindy has an interview with one of my referrals. Like a live interview on your channel, or you mean you're like helping them through the process? Okay, so yeah, I had for level 4 today, our collab yesterday, I had the travel unit. I had to teach international domestic. We were talking about how hard that is to teach them yesterday. I had 1 in the animal unit and 1 in, what was she in? Forgot. Hold on, I have, you know, I take notes. The other one was in the, the squirrel, the gopher, stuff like that. Oh, live on Cindy's channel at 3, where was that? I think she said 3:30. Now I can't see where you were. Oh, there it is, 3:30 Eastern. So that's 2:30 for you and guys in Central Time. Cindy, if I'm home, I'll watch it. I have an appointment today. Okay, so I just wanted to ask some questions today because I want to make it more interactive. So what is, do you guys, when you do rewards, we were talking about this, we've talked about this in several of the collabs. Do you do one reward for everybody all day, or do you do a different reward for each kid? I do usually the same one the whole day. I started that because I used to teach 10 to 12 classes in a day. And if I didn't do it that way, I couldn't remember who I did what reward with. And I try to keep track of them. Yeah, I could write it down. Sometimes I would forget. And I like learning from other teachers. I think YouTube's the best way. We all learn from each other. And I had watched a YouTube video about a teacher. I think it might be teacher Laura. She usually watches these later. Laura Rissel, if I say your name right. She said she uses the same reward all week. I would be bored of the same reward all week, but I started doing one reward each day. I do veer off a little bit. Like if I'm doing a sticker book with the kid, I'll say, do you want your sticker book or do you want this reward, whatever the reward I'm using for that day? Or occasionally I have a reward that very specifically goes with a lesson, but usually I just do the same reward all day. So let me know what you do. And I will plan it the day before. I'll say like, oh, well, this student had this reward last time. I try to get one that like is best for everybody. Candy, the coronavirus is in Georgia now. I'm wearing a mask. Oh no, I did not hear that. Did somebody die of it? I heard somebody in Washington State died of it. I like what Casey does with the Learn About You visual in the collab. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, Danny, thank you. One of Danny yesterday in the collab gave advice that I used today with more than one student, and it was really good. You were saying that when a kid has a trouble with a word, you break it into syllables. I did that today. Thank you for that advice. Amazing. I had one level 4 that had trouble with she's a regular that books me with all the classes. So she had trouble with the 2D shapes in level 3. And now we're doing, today was the first day I was introducing 3D shapes. So I knew it was going to be a problem for her. So I wrote out in syllables, rectangular, I think, and circular. And then with another student, I had to break, another student, she was level 5, reunion, family reunion. I broke it into syllables. That was amazing. Thank you for that piece of advice. That helped me a lot today. Let me see what you guys are saying. Paula says, I use different depending on what I know they like or the lesson topic. So do you write it down or do you just not keep track of it at all? I like to keep track in Feedback Panda so I don't repeat it too much, or you just write down what each kid did. Candy, I use Hung Bao with money and then add up the money, but I do use Find a Star based on their interests like Princesses, Basketball, or Ultraman. Okay, so you kind of just use money for most of them. I actually saw a YouTube video recently where somebody uses Monopoly money, and I've been meaning to implement this. So basically like my dice game, except they have money and they get to like choose. So you get them to coming back to class because each class they get more money and they can like save up to buy something. And it was stuff like, Danny, I know I showed you that video. Like you could, I'll do a picture for you. Something. It had stuff they could buy. It sounded like a great idea, which I've been meaning to implement, but I haven't even done new rewards. No one died. Okay, Candy's talking about Georgia. No one died, but someone came back from Italy and now at least 2 people are infected in quarantine. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a problem in Italy. We almost planned a trip to Italy this summer too. My husband has family there, so we have a place to stay. We decided to wait till next year, and now I'm so glad I didn't buy a ticket. Yeah. The shape names are hard. They are. And I love learning from you guys. Yeah. Write it down. Oh, you write it down, Paula. Okay. I'm so bad about that. Oh yeah, I'm going to write it down, and then I never do. Okay, yeah, they are, and she had trouble just remembering the shapes. Her assessment, the first assessment at the end of level 3, like she had trouble with the shapes. And this is what's good about a regular. You know what they need. So I made sure if we had time at the end of classes and the next several lessons that I was reviewing the shapes with her so that she would do well on the final assessment. And she did, but then switching from rectangle to rectangular prism, circular cylinder, that was hard for her. And the lesson today, the pacing was fast. Like I was way ahead, and normally I'll start asking questions. So I told myself, no, you'll need extra time when the shapes come. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad we kind of got ahead because then I could work with her on the shapes. Okay, so I'm going to try to see, I'm going to refresh. I'm going to go to another screen. I'm going to try again to see if GoGoKid has their weekly reports out. And let me know, is your state doing a primary today? Because a lot of them are. Maybe, Paula, is that why is your brick and mortar school closed today? GoGoKid weekly report is here, you guys. So normally, you guys, I read the reports ahead of time so that I know what I'm talking about when I present it to you. Well, I couldn't do that today with GoGoKid, so I'm literally just going to be reading from a screen. I apologize in advance if I stumble over my words. Yeah, all right, here we go. Okay. Sorry, let me get it up. Okay, here we go. So your safety and well-being is top priority for GoGoKid. Many of you may be aware the threat of the coronavirus has become a worldwide concern. The safety and well-being of our teachers is a top priority. They want to encourage you to take protective measures, engage in frequent hand washing, avoid crowded places when possible, avoid touching your face in public, and avoid close contact with those who are sick. Okay, sure, these are things we already know, but update for daylight savings. It starts Sunday, March 8th. That's this Sunday. Turn your clocks forward 1 hour. So that means you lose an hour. You could just set your classes 1 hour later and it'll be like getting up at the same time. And for them, it'll be the same time in China. Okay. Please note your local, time doesn't change in China. We know that. They don't, updates about rating adjustment guidelines. Oh boy. This is where I wish I could have read this ahead of time, you guys. Because GoGoKid keeps changing their pay and their rating. So hopefully I read this well for you guys. The update about the rating adjustment guidelines was sent via email on February 29th. We will include it again in weekly updates. In previous updates, we mentioned it was expected to be released Friday, 2020. We didn't expect that things would change so much recently, especially during this difficult time in China. So I think they're saying, a lot of their people were taking time off. The guideline is set to reward teachers who have achieved a lot previously and encourage teachers who are eager to follow suit. It is expected that the guide will run from March 1st, 2020, so that started 2 days ago, to February 28th, 2021. So for the next year, this will be in place. That means they might change it next year. The guideline may be updated from time to time. We will also keep teachers updated if another guideline will be updated or not before this one expires. We encourage teachers to teach more classes and maintain great performance to bring our lovely students a pleasant learning experience. We are so lucky to have you all supporting us, especially during this difficult time. And then they have a service fee rating adjustment, guidelines, frequently asked questions. They want your feedback. So if you don't like it, I have to tell you guys, I haven't read it in depth. Let me know if you've read the email they sent out over the weekend and if you've read it in depth. GoGoKid is my backup. I don't work as many classes, so. All right. Oh, there's a contest, a Women's Day contest. In honor of Women's Day, we want to celebrate your accomplishments, both large and small. Do you have a woman in your life you admire? Is there a special woman that has a great influence on you? Do you know a woman that has achieved great success? We want to hear all of the great women you know. Share your stories and pictures for us with Women's Day and celebrate all these strong, intelligent, brave women. 5 winners will each win a Chinese-style uni doll. And then you have to apply on Facebook. Danny, if you want me to send you the information, I can. Questionnaire for the new cell phone app. It was released last week. Did you get the new cell phone app at GoGoKid, and what do you think of it? It's not as good as VIPKids. I wish they showed you like the number of classes. Anyways, but of course I've had VIPKids longer, so I'm going to, of course, compare it to that. But I'm just happy they got an app. They give you instructions for the app, updates on the desktop version. You guys, I have not even downloaded the new desktop for GoGoKid. I taught my last GoGoKid class on February 29th. I have a lot going on right now. I only opened 2 slots this week that didn't book with them. So if I get a booking, I'm going to have to quickly download that. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the new desktop app. New teacher boot camp ready to boost. So they have, a workshop for that. New features in core classes are coming. The core classes are going to be equipped with second generation mini quizzes in mid-March. Self-adaptive mini quizzes will be available for the first time, and they can be automatically adjust difficulty based on students' real-time performance in class. Okay, and then they go into detail about how they work. They have pictures. You'll have to look at that. Tips and reminders, preview and prepare lessons in advance. Give clear instructions to help students understand what to do before clicking start. Do not give them any hints after start. So anyways, yeah, what we should be doing anyways. Oh, thank you, Danny. Yes, a thumbs up. So yeah, let's see. And that is it for the GoGoKid Weekly Report. Let me know what you thought. Let me see what you guys are saying in all caps here. My first student is absent. Oh, okay. You must work like one-on-one with them, Paula. Utah, California, vote 2. Michigan, women were granted the right to vote only 100 years ago. That's right. It's 2020. That's amazing. That really isn't that long ago in history, if you think about it. And you're looking at the report with me. It's confusing, of course. You're talking about the new money incentive? Yeah, I don't know. Last week I was working at GoGoKid almost every day, but I would work one class and then start my VIPKID classes. So whatever their minimum is probably what I'm gonna get. The app will improve with time. Download it. I know, I need to. I know. All right, let's see. Thank you for the thumbs up. Oh, Laura moved back to all VIPKID as of 2020. Yeah, the new money incentives, did that make your money go down? I'm just working a few classes at GoGoKid here and there just to keep up on their platform. I did a K-level class. Nobody get mad at me because I'm basing this off one person. Last week I had a class there almost every day, and 5 of them were with the same kid. I didn't find the K1 lesson with this child to be too little of material. I just kept repeating a lot. It ended up being perfect. But I might have a different opinion like if I had taught 100 kids. So let me know what you think of the K1, and their 18 slides. Michigan is March 10th. You live in Michigan, Sarah? Yes, do one-on-one reading intervention for first graders. Oh, good, Paula. So online teaching was probably perfect for you where you're teaching reading. You probably know all the tricks. I want to see a meme of Evelyn's pile of certs. Cindy, I am as honest as possible with assessments, but I'm very gracious. No project is 0, but no. Okay. I am always expanding at GoGoKid. Cindy, actually, you gave me really good advice. Like I said, I learned from all the teachers. One piece of advice that Cindy gave me on assessments has been like the best piece of advice that I've gotten for assessment. She said that when she's done with the assessment, she'll go back and let them have time to gain points back on anything that they got wrong. So I started doing that. Number one, I feel like it is a much better use of time, right? So you finish the lesson, then you're like reviewing what they didn't get or what they got wrong instead of playing a game. So I feel like it's a better use of time. You're giving them a chance to get the points back. And I've actually gotten some 5 Apple reviews for doing that. So that's one piece of advice I got from Cindy that was really good. Laura said the new incentive made me take a huge pay cut. It's okay. I'm happy with my schedule. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like the bookings with VIPKID and GoGoKid is a little bit like the free market, right? Like we're gonna go teach where we make money. If we're a great teacher, people will book us. If we're not as great, they won't book us as much. If there's more students taking classes, more teachers are going to get bookings, or the opposite, not as many. Some bookings are going to go down and the really good teachers are going to, I don't know. So it is what it is. If they're not paying you, you can just go open slots at VIPKID. That's what I love about these 2 companies that go so well together. No minimum. You can just say, okay, I'll go to VIPKID. Okay, now I'll go to GoGoKid. Do you get these tips from individual channels or the collabs? Both, Sarah. I watch, you know what I like to watch? I watch a lot of YouTube. I've almost stopped watching TV now. I watch all my friends on YouTube. I've been a teacher for over a year. So just along the way, I've picked up different tricks from teachers, and I'm still learning new things. Like I said, yesterday's collab, Danny talked about breaking the words up into syllables, and I used that today, and that worked great. So just always keep learning. Just be willing to keep learning, and you can always improve your teaching. Good tips here in the chat. Yep, and I learned from these. Yeah, so yeah, I always keep learning. If you're a new teacher, I recommend the workshops. I did take a trial workshop. I think it was last week. They were offering tokens, and I felt like it was geared towards newer teachers. I'm kind of changing. I kind of feel like I don't really want to do workshops anymore because, I mean, they have to appeal to everybody watching, and there's new teachers. So I learned more tricks just from watching all my friends. Danny's, I always need reminders too. I know lots of these things, but it is a reminder and helpful. Yes. GoGoKid. Okay. Old news. All right. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Yeah, guys. I don't have a big topic today. Maybe I'll just update you real quick. Finally, I changed my background so I can hopefully get my IT test done at iTutor. But I've just been very, very busy the past couple of weeks. I haven't had time to do it. I did get hired at One-on-One. I did their onboarding process. I have something coming up that is taking a lot of my time, and I didn't want to start something new. So I told them I'd start in a couple weeks. So that's what's going on with me with the non-Chinese ESL companies. Or I should call iTutor Chinese Plus, because they're Chinese plus other countries. So I'll let you guys know. If anyone saw the interview I did with teacher Lexi on VIPKID and the other companies, VIPKID didn't like one of the things we said, so I made it not private, but if any of you haven't seen it and want to see it, I can send you the link. It's just not searchable. So just ask me if you want that. Deanna took a 25-cent pay cut per class, I'm guessing at GoGoKid. Yeah. So anyways, that's all that's going on with me. I don't have a lot to say today. I didn't have a big topic, just the weekly reports. Yeah, Giselle, do you work at GoGoKid too? I always use Lexi's templates on Feedback Panda. I noticed them last week when I was working at GoGoKid a lot. Yeah. Anyways, I'll give you guys a chance. If not, I will actually, oh, one more thing I need to tell you. I am not going live for the next 2 Tuesdays. So if anybody wants to go live on my day, let me know. Maybe somebody who doesn't normally have a live stream day, maybe you want to pick up. Oh, Giselle works at QKids. So anybody, if you want to go live Tuesday, if you want my spot, you can read the weekly reports. You don't have to. Let me know. So I will see you guys in 3 weeks. Again, I won't be live the next 2. And I will see you guys next time. Kim had 2 level 1s, a level 3, 1 7 today, all girls. Oh, I love level 7. I had a level 7 short notice a couple weeks ago, and he was pleasant. Yeah. So anyways, again, talk to me if you want my live stream day next 2 Tuesdays, no live. I will see you guys in 3 weeks. Of course, I'll come to your live streams too, okay? All right, bye, guys. 再见。